I know you, I can feel you with the green of soul. It's more than empty dreams and promises. It's not infecting me no more. When all I say to you is dead and gone, you won't be feeling me no more. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. With all those dreams of all our memories, there's not being alone at one. And thoughts of you just bring me down inside. I sing it with the green of souls. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. What? Get your hands up! It's more than empty dreams and promises.
All right, back one more time, you guys. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, like the video for the content. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for watching The Listening Room on to season 3. All right, doing it big. All right, today my guest is a YouTube bartender, is a YouTube content creator, and he's a bartender, and he's known as the Klumsy Bartender with a K. That's Klumsy Bartender with a K. So please today welcome a good friend, amazing bartender, fantastic talent, Mr. Aaron Sumner. How you doing, Aaron?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. So where are you? Where am I talking to you at? You're not in the United States.
No, I'm not. I'm up in Canada, BC, on Vancouver Island in a small town called Canberra River, and that no one's ever heard of. But
Right.
It's a beautiful place up here. It's sunny. It's gorgeous outside. I'm looking through my window right now, and I can see blue skies, mountains, the works. It's gorgeous.
That's awesome, dude. That's what I'm talking about. I want to go check out some places like that myself, and thinking about getting into a place, getting into living into a place in a place like that, as soon as possible.
sure.
So,
For sure.
I always like to start my show off like I like to start my day off, with a little bit of gratitude. And why don't you tell me something you're grateful for, Aaron? Why don't you give me something you're grateful for? I know we're all grateful for something.
You know what? I'm just grateful for everybody who supports me and my dreams. During, this has been a very rough year, and I haven't been working, as a lot of people haven't. And I decided to make this channel because bartending is my passion. And although I'm very small and I'm just getting started, everybody around me has just been so supportive. My mother, my dad, my brother, my sister, everyone is just so proud of me for at least trying to get out there, and I'm grateful for them for sure.
I absolutely love it. In fact, right off the bat, let's go ahead and check out the Klumsy Bartender video to show people, just right off the bat, some of your YouTube content. Here we go. Here is
that'd be fantastic.
the Klumsy Bartender with a K. All right, now they can hear us, Aaron. We can talk over this.
Fantastic.
But you can't see it, so I can't walk you through it. Actually, here you can. I'm gonna make you see it.
Falling asleep under the brilliant stars. Only I wonder of the mind.
There you go.
Wow, here we go. Yeah.
Here it comes again. Lighting up your sun.
Now what?
I had a real fun time editing this to your music here.
Awesome, dude. Now what made you want to do the misses and show the misses and stuff? Because that's pretty cool. It's like the human aspect.
Yeah, I when I was editing this together, it was a lot. Funny story about how I'm trying to film an actual video and I'm testing my footage and I'm getting it all together and the camera stops recording. And I'm like, oh no. And I didn't know it at the time actually. But when I'm putting it all together, I'm like, oh no, I don't have all the footage I'd like. But okay, let's put together what I do have. And what I ended up having is sort of like a learning curve where, I miss a couple tricks, but then I get it, right? So I found that narrative in the editing process. And that also kind of fits with the whole Klumsy Bartender thing. If you look at my very first video where it's about the old fashioned, there's no drops, there's no clumsiness to it.
Right.
And my brother actually pointed out to me, he's all like, "But you're the Klumsy Bartender, and you weren't clumsy." And I'm like, "It's a nickname." But no, it was that was kind of put it in there, put in some drops, and it got some laughs, and I kind of enjoy it myself. So that's probably going to be something I add into my videos, maybe like a blooper reel, or start off with a couple missed tricks, and then by the end of the video, I'm doing the tricks successfully.
Right on, man. That's cool. That's yeah, and I kind of like that. Like we get to see the human aspect to it. Have you ever seen Dude Perfect?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay, so you see Dude Perfect, like you only see like the makes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You
yeah.
never
But
see the
they're doing
misses.
it like 100 times,
I know,
but
yeah.
they only make the makes. That's right.
So excuse me. So you're showing everybody. You're showing everybody the real stuff. You know what I'm saying? The real. Exactly. The misses.
Something like that.
Why don't you show us something since we got you actually at your
Yeah.
bar?
I'll show you the very first trick that I ever learned. It's in the video, but it's just a simple bottle opening trick, and everybody loves it because you're all like, "How is it holding it there?" And I'm like, "I don't know, gravity, physics, something." And then I just spin it around, and I can continually do this until I usually drop it and throw it at my computer screen or something, and then I'll grab it and pop it off.
Right
Um,
on.
and that was the first trick I ever learned, and I'd like to get a couple more video clips of it. Maybe put in some slow mo. I think that'd look really sweet on camera.
That's cool, dude. So when you started bartending, did you start did you start thinking about, okay, like I'm gonna do like tricks and shit like that, or was it just like, yeah, I'm just bartending at a bar and somebody just decided to show you some stuff?
It was kind of like that. I'd worked in the restaurant industry a little bit, but mostly as like a busser or like dish pit. And the bartender was always like the cool guy. And I wanted that status. That's kind of how I felt about it. And I'd always been like the bartender at our home parties and stuff. So I thought it was a natural progression. And I went around and asked a bunch of restaurants if they would hire me based on no experience whatsoever. And they're like, no.
Right.
So then I got this idea. I was like, well, what if I went to bartending school, right? Go take a class. There was a 2-week, $600 fundamental course down in the city 2 hours away. And so I got the idea. I got $600 together, went to a restaurant and said, hey, if I went and got this bartending course, would that be enough to hire me? And he says, no. And I'm like, oh, well, then I won't go buy it.
And pay this $600 and do this course.
Right. But what he did say was, come in on Tuesday and you've got yourself an interview. And I'm like, what? How? But why? I have no experience. And he says, because it's easier to train somebody with no experience than having to untrain them from what they learned before and then teach them how I want them to do it in the first place.
Right.
And I'm like, well, okay, I'm a blank canvas. Teach me. So he put me on as a server, and 2 weeks later I was behind the bar, and it was like one of those chain restaurants, so all their drinks have to be like
a certain
the same,
exact way.
No matter what chain restaurant you go into, or what location you go into, the drink has to be the same every time.
Right.
So it really got me learning, consistency for every
Perfect
drink.
pours, right.
Yeah, and then I got a job at a nightclub, and that's when the tricks started happening. Because the girls, the fun, the tips, it's flipping things all around, dropping stuff. The girls love it. Tips,
So, we get a couple questions here from the chat. Bender asks,
sure.
"Is that an electric popsicle, Aaron, or a Powerade?"
This is a fancy drink that I just made, cooked up.
All right, okay.
Some vodka, some Blue Bulls going over here, and a little bit of energy drink. I know you're not supposed to mix those two, but
Yeah, right.
who
Okay.
knows? Who cares?
So, O Musical Me asks, "What started your bartending passion?"
What started my passion? Oh, okay. So this is a funny story. I've got all kinds of stories. We're at a party like a house party kind of deal, and we had bottles of blue, bottles of orange, all kinds of stuff, and I just
Hey, bro, you ever
started.
see Trailer Park Boys?
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, the stuff in your glass looks like rock vodka, my dude.
Little bit.
There you go.
So anyway, I ended up making up this drink with Gatorade in it, and it was really good. It was really popular.
I'm sure it was. It had Gatorade in it.
It had Gatorade in it for sure.
Gatorade's the
And-
shit.
But we ran out of Gatorade, and we're like, "Hey, we need to go to the store and get more Gatorade to make this drink that I don't have a name for yet because I just made it." And I'm like 17, 18. And we need more Gatorade. But I couldn't say the word Gatorade. I kept like Captain Clumsy it up. Kept saying it. Gatorade? We
Gatorade?
need more Gatorade.
Were you shit faced?
I was totally shit faced, dude. There was a bottle of vodka gone. And there was only 3 of us.
All right.
And yeah, no, it was a really delicious drink. And the sort of like, because I couldn't say Gatorade and was saying it Gatorade, we named the drink Gatorade.
I love it, dude. So that's
Yeah,
the name of the
and-
drink, Gatorade?
Gatorade, yeah.
Yes, dude.
What is in it at this point? That was 15 years ago, and I would say that was like sort of the first time I built a drink, named it, everybody loved it, and I just sort of I got the bug.
I love it, dude. Dude, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And dude, I'm not sure if I told you. I used to bartend too.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to bartend at this place in Long Beach for a little while in Bixby Knolls called EJ Malloy's, and it's a nice little Irish spot.
Irish pub kind of. Yeah.
It's a super cool little spot actually, and I remember.
Those are always my favorite.
Dude, I had some really interesting stories from there, but I'll tell you, like, one of the ones that like stood out to me was just kind of a random story that happened when I was there. I was actually there working, and all of a sudden everyone in the restaurant started like sneezing and getting like their eyes started watering, and somebody had walked by the restaurant and sprayed pepper spray into the restaurant. And like the ceiling fans had just wafted it all around the whole restaurant.
Spread it everywhere, yeah.
So
Rough.
everybody dead in the middle of like everybody's meal and everybody drinking.
Coughing and fucking
dude,
just tearing up.
Yeah.
dripping.
It wasn't long after I had gotten hired actually, and the fire department came and everything. Actually, it was taken real seriously. And
Sure, pepper spray, right?
A bunch of different people came. It's Sub, what's going down? Sub says, I used to bartend at Iguana Kelly's on 2nd Street in Long Beach. That's a familiar place. I've played there before. And but yeah, dude. So we had
ever come up to Canada? There's lots of little places around here, like up in Vancouver. There's a little live spot pretty much on every corner.
Dude, let's make that happen, dude, for sure.
Absolutely.
And dude, check this out. So we got everyone out of the restaurant, and we didn't know what it was at the moment. We figured out it was just pepper spray or whatever.
Yeah.
But we got out of the restaurant, and the fire department came, cleared it all out. And once the restaurant was cleared out and like done, and there was no more smell and everything. We told everyone who was there, we'll either give you a refund of your money, or you can come back in and drink and eat as much as you want.
Sure.
I mean, both, actually. Anyone who was here,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
give you a refund, and you can come back in and eat and drink as much as you want for the rest of the day. and everyone
And they
left.
just
Like
turns into a party?
nobody wanted to eat there. Nobody wanted to stay. But there were these 4 guys who were there watching college football that day. It was a Saturday, and this happened at like noon. Dude, these guys stayed all day long until this place closed down, bro.
Sure.
I would have too, though, dude. Back then when I was drinking, no, I would have been for sure. I would have been like, yep, this is where I'm gonna be all day.
I used to work just last year. I worked at this private resort on a private island, and because it was essentially this guy's vacation home, who he just invited all his friends. It was open bar. And I was the bartender, and so these guys would just be like, "Make me whatever you want," and I'm like, "I can make you a whatever.
Well,
Whatevers are my specialty."
Perfect. That goes into what A Musical Me just said. What is your favorite drink to mix?
It's called a whatever, and it's whatever I'm feeling at that specific moment, and it changes based on who's asking me to make me the drink. God, there was this great 2 customers I had. They come up and they're like, make me a whatever. So I made it for her, and she tasted it and she went, "Oh wow." And he asked me that same question. He says, what's your favorite kind of drink to make? And I'm like, drinks that make her say that. And then he looks at her and says, "Oh wow, like the oh wow that I give you?" And she goes, "No." And then I make her another one, and then she drinks it, and her eyes roll in the back of her head. I shit you not. And then she says, "Oh wow." And then he looks at her again, and he says, "Yes, like that kind of oh wow." And I'm like, right there. That is my favorite moment as being a bartender. That's why I do this stuff.
That's awesome,
Cheers.
dude. So, right, exactly. There you go. Cheers, my brother. So let me ask you a question, dude. When what kind of okay, so you've pretty much bartended from that moment up until everything kind of got closed down and locked down, and you were working somewhere at the time, right, when this got closed down?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was working up at a golf course.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah, we have that. It's really beautiful up there. And it's a driving range where the bar is in the inside, and you've got like couches and lounges, and then you've got sliding glass doors, and then you go out to a literal driving range, and you're outside hitting balls. And so I was the bartender there for, let's say, about 6 months before everything shut down. And now I'm just at home.
Right.
In my own bar.
Exactly, and that leads us to you creating some content and you doing some things as far as that goes. From the inside, from the comfort of your own home.
Mm-hmm.
And
as everyone is this time of year, or this year, you gotta find ways to keep yourself busy while you're on lockdown. And so I built this bar. This is a dresser that I picked up at like the thrift store, and it was sitting in my living room one time, and I'm like, if I put some alcohol in there, that's almost a bar. And then, sure enough, a couple weeks later, I've built myself a bar.
It's
and
a bar.
Like, what have you done? And I'm
Lo
like,
and
I don't know. What
behold.
have I done? Get myself a camera. I'm going to go make some videos.
The metamorphosis is now complete.
Exactly. And then I also ended up buying myself like a really nice gaming computer because some of my favorite games are coming out this year. World of Warcraft to be one of them.
So tell us a little bit about that. You're a gamer. You have a Twitch channel. And
yes.
You're actually on Twitch, and people can follow you where on Twitch and watch you game where?
It's twitch.tv/Captain Klumsy, CPTKLUMSY. It's Clumsy with a K, absolutely. And I stream a game called Among Us, Fortnite, and World of Warcraft usually. Just started it up, got a couple followers. And I figured if I'm going to be gaming anyways, and I've got my YouTube channel, let's make a second gaming channel, and if people like the content there, then they can follow me, and we can all have a good time.
So how do somebody like me, how do I play like one of those games like Among Us? Like, I don't know anything about games, or I don't have a gaming system of any kind.
Sure.
I think I might have like a Wii like tucked somewhere like way back in one of my closets or something like that. Should I should I pull that out and hook it up to the
No, you should probably leave that one in the closet.
Hook it up to the interwebs.
unless you want to go some retro like Wii Tennis. That's always fun.
Love it. Love Wii
But
bowling, dude.
as far as the games for iStream, actually they all can be done on your computer. Among Us is this really simple. I don't want to say it's 8-bit because it's not 8-bit, but it's really like low graphics kind of game where you're a man in a spacesuit, and there's 10 of you, and you got to go around fixing the space station that's broken. But the catch is 2 of you are imposters, and they're trying to murder you. And when you find it, once someone dies and has been murdered, and you find a dead body, you report it, and you then go into this discussion with all the rest of the crew members and try to suss out who's the villain, who's the murderer.
And this is Among Us.
This is Among Us, yeah. And when you're with a bunch of friends, it can get heated, and you can yell at each other and rage quit, and it's all good fun.
That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't, so I don't
like,
need
a
like an
lot of
Xbox to
people
play
are
that.
okay.
I can just
No,
play that.
you can actually play it on your phone.
Well,
You
dude,
can download it as an app on your phone for sure. It's that sort of like.
all right, why don't we
low
jump
budget.
in there and knock it out?
We totally can, absolutely.
All right. Maybe.
We can set that up in a bit. I could probably even get you to download it on your computer, and you can stream it with me.
Nice.
That would be hilarious.
On
That would
my
be
Twitch channel
fantastic.
too?
On your Twitch channel too, absolutely. You know, basically doing exactly what you're doing right now. You're just going to be playing Among Us with me on stream.
I love it, my brother. I love it.
Let's get that going. Actually, I was going to ask you because I'm doing that, and you get that. We were just talking about it earlier. The Be Right Back screens.
Yeah.
When I put that up, could I use your music as a background?
Always, 100%, man. Yeah, for just know you can use my music in your videos, dude. No problem. Want you to be able
It's the
to.
collaboration, man. This is fantastic.
Yeah, man. I want you to be able to use those. That's why I wanted you to come on today, dude. I wanted to, let everyone know what you're doing, show everyone your channel as well. And, a lot of people out there too. Like, I actually did the exact same thing as you. I went to a bartending school here. I think it was called like National Bartending Academy or something like that down here in Long Beach.
Sure.
It was right across the street from the Long Beach Town Center. I know a couple people who went there.
Yeah.
And so I went to this place, and I learned, for it was like a 2-week thing. You got to take a test at the end of it, and then you go get a job with that or not. You know what I mean? But
right, yeah, and or not, and that's
or not,
typically
right?
the downfall of those schools is that they give you the piece of paper, but then give you no options or any help to actually help you find a job.
Well,
with that
actually,
degree.
this place that I went to was actually pretty cool. Actually, this place did. They gave me like every week on Friday, I would call down there, and they would give me like a list of leads of bars and restaurants that were hiring bartenders.
Oh, well, that's good.
At least there was that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But here's the
Something.
thing. How many people were graduating from that school every week or every month
Well, yeah,
and using those
like,
same leads? You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
the bartending and serving, those are like straight entry level jobs for college kids. I'm not in college anymore, but like I'm 32 now, so I'm still looking for those like minimum wage bartending jobs. I mean, it's sort of kind of bullshit, but if you're in it, if you're looking for it, and then also the people from the schools are also looking for it, it's a big pond of applicants.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got you, brother. That was the thing. But like anything else, like if you want it, if you put yourself into it, you're gonna get the job. You know what I'm
Totally,
saying? Like-
absolutely, yeah. And like when I go through interviews, and I basically just talk to the guys about essentially my passion for making drinks and customer service in general, and that puts me over the top right there. I mean, if you can have a conversation with somebody from across the bar, that's what people are looking. That's what your restaurants are looking for. To keep them the customers in and coming back, right?
Yeah.
For every bar who serves food, those people, if they eat food, they'll stay 45 minutes longer and have another drink if they're just eating one meal. So I mean, when you're looking at profit margins and restaurant management and stuff, which is also a sort of thing that slightly into. I went to college for business administration, so I want to open up my own bar one day. That'd be fantastic.
Nice.
And I would do this like really cool collaboration where the Klumsy Bartender page will be then marketing and promotion for my real Klumsy bar. That would be so cool. And I live across the street from the old nightclub that I used to work at, and I can see it from my window right now. It's right there. It's empty because they shut down last February. They shut down to a small market kind of thing. But the building is sitting there empty, and it's gorgeous, and I love it, and I want it, and I just want to reach out and grab it. It's right there. One day.
Right. And you said your Twitch is twitch.tv/CP CPTKLUMSY, correct?
That's right. Yep.
CPTKLUMSY. And then Sub said feed it over to the Discord after this too. So
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's in the self promo channel page there. I think I linked it up there a few days ago.
Nice. So okay, so all of this has kind of brought everything a little bit, slowed everything down for you. So it has you have some open time. You have access to some music. You have a nice bar now. I know you have a good camera because you filmed that last thing you filmed looked amazing.
Yeah.
When can we expect more videos, and how consistently can we expect content coming out on your channel?
Ask me the tough questions. Oh my God, my procrastination is going crazy. No, I'm kidding.
Well, hey, this may be a chance for you to line that up.
Absolutely. I got to get off my ass and actually do it now. Now that I'm getting out there. So I'm going to be filming a couple of new videos soon. Probably a introduction to the kind of tools that I'm going to be using is going to be my next video, and then I'm going to be doing some Christmas videos. And you've provided me with some Christmas music, and I'm going to take a look at those. That's going to be fun. And yeah, we'll do some Christmas themed. I've got a Christmas tree, a small Christmas tree right here I'm looking at that I'm going to pop right here, and we're going to decorate a little bit. We'll get some Christmas themed stuff going on. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. Probably in the next, we'll say 2 weeks for sure. I'll have 2 videos out.
Nice, bro.
And then look into the future. I'm gonna hopefully aim for 1 video a week. Probably aim for 1 more video after these 2 videos I just promised you for December, and then for January we'll look into getting 4 videos once a week kind of thing.
Nice. So,
yeah. But I'm just a one-man team right now. I'm doing everything on my own. So there's a lot of glitches I got to work out on my own, and I'm still learning the software programs, the editing programs that I'm working with, and Streamlabs with Twitch.
Sure.
So I'm still working out all the glitches, but we're getting there.
Sure. And then 2,
and I'm having a good time.
Yeah, and then 2, we're going to talk about in a second here some other content that you're looking to create, including some something we were talking about earlier, some discussion type content. But
story time.
Yeah, but as well, I wanted to chat with you about Operation Christmas Spirit for a second here. Okay. So Mr. Crumb and myself have been, I think he might even still be streaming right now for Operation Christmas Spirit. Actually, so Crumb and myself actually were up till about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning last night, doing some planning for Operation Christmas Spirit. And what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be bringing Christmas spirit to everybody. We're just going to be coming and bringing a lot of like Christmas music. One of the first things we're going to be doing is we're going to go and tonight we're going to do a lot of rehearsal for a lot of Christmas songs that we're going to be doing for a couple Christmas shows here on YouTube leading up to Christmas. But we're also going to be doing some rehearsals for. We're going to be. So I have one wheels. I have a couple one wheels. And it's like an electric skateboard that you can like just lean forward and it goes. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna get on those with our instruments, my guitar and his ukulele. We're gonna ride together with our wireless stuff plugged in. We've probably already done this by the time most people are seeing this. So the people in the chat now that are watching this, we're gonna start this tonight. And then
so by the time this is live for the public.
By the time this is live for the public, we're already going to be have done some stuff. So anyway, we're going to get a rehearsal in for Operation Christmas Spirit tonight, And then what we're going to be doing is Crumb and I are going to be going out and we're going to be riding. We're going to be riding around like 2nd Street in Long Beach, Main Street Seal Beach, Main Street Huntington, like a whole bunch of places where there's people and there's no music, there's no Christmas spirit, around right now in California.
Right.
It's kind of dreary here, to be honest with you. Everybody's being told they can't even see their families and stuff, and
True
so it's like, like there's not a lot of Christmas spirit to be had here. A lot of people are just kind of feeling kind of bah humbuggy, So,
Yeah.
so Crumb and I are gonna just bring out we're just gonna like try and play some music, show some kindness, just like literally be as Christmassy as possible, and we're inviting everyone out there to join us in Operation Christmas Spirit. Literally wherever you are in the world, we're inviting you to join us in this, to like sing a Christmas song in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I mean, film yourself doing it and send it to us. We want to put it on. We want to put it on the channel, dude.
Yeah,
like,
make like a collage or a
Yes,
montage
dude.
of everybody getting together and just
make
Christmas spirit.
make an eggnog drink. Yeah. Oh my God, boat parade on 2nd Street. So check this out, sub. What we're gonna do is Crumb and I had an idea last night that we're going to, and I already talked to my buddy Ray, who's Dixie Normus here on the channel, and we're going to offer free live music to anyone with a boat who's willing to host riding us through the Naples canals for an evening. We will play live music to everyone in and through the Naples canals if anybody with a boat wants to host the ride. So we'll meet them down at the docks. We'll jump on the boat. We'll cruise through Naples, and we'll play Christmas music for everybody in Naples Island who wants to get out and see some Christmas lights. So we want to bring Christmas to everybody. We're gonna be on the boat. We're gonna be on the one wheels. We're gonna be on YouTube. We're gonna be just like out on the streets, just trying to bring as much Christmas spirit as humanly possible. So I'm asking you guys to wherever you are. You don't have to come here and do it. Wherever you are, just join in Operation Christmas Spirit by doing something Christmassy, filming it, sending us the link so we can put it and we can show it on our channels, and we can all I can put a big video together with everybody's stuff, and I want to just bring some Christmas spirit to everybody. So
That sounds fantastic. I've already gotten some ideas for some drinks.
I love it, bro. Throw it in, throw it our way, dude. We want to see it. I'm gonna tell you, bro. We're gonna take all of it and we're gonna put it into one real big thing. I might even try and I was thinking about even making a documentary out of this.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You could do like a double. You could do your actual feature and then the making of the feature.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone, talking to everybody and pulling it all together and how it sort of came to be kind of thing.
It should all be one thing. It should all be literally documented and it's all on its own thing. We're already doing this. We're literally it's exactly what
there
it
you go,
is.
and you can clip this bit out and you can be like, this is when we first started
that's
talking
what I'm
about it.
well, that's what I'm talking. Well, that's what I'm saying. We've been doing this. And Crumb's already on this other one where he's already posted the thing about the boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
fantastic.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you now here. So I want you to get involved if you want to get involved. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, wherever you are in the world, like, just, you know what I'm saying? We want you to be involved with us.
That's kind of Christmassy.
I love it, dude. I love it, man.
That's kind of Christmassy.
Dude, okay.
Well,
So real quick, going back to your content here, I want to talk to you about and maybe we can even incorporate a little bit of that in the conversation here. But so you were talking to me about a discussion type format that you wanted to do for your channel, and talk kind of sit around maybe around a little fire or something like that with some drinks and discuss some stuff.
I kind of have this idea of like story time or discussion time where I make us two old fashions, right, and some classy drinks, some armchairs, a little fire, a little table between us, candlelight maybe, a little rose, right, and then we'll just talk. We could talk about really anything that you would talk with your bartender about, right? Like that's that meme. Bartenders are always therapists, right? So talk to your bartender. Let's have a conversation.
Nice, brother. Nice. I like that, dude. And do you plan on having like guests and just chill and talk about all the cool stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Like that would be that would be the main point, is to bring in people I want to talk to, or ideas I want to share, or just friends of mine who want to be on my channel. You guys want to be part of the community? Come on down. Bender, I know you're close. You're gonna come on down and we'll play some guitar.
Nice.
I'll pull my guitar out I'll dust it off.
I love it. That's cool, dude.
You still have to send me the tabs for your songs, because I want to learn a couple of them.
That's cool. Which ones?
One Love for sure.
One Love, easy one, dude. I got you on that.
And there was one that you played on stream that was kind of slow. I can't remember it. I'll have to go back and find it. But one of the slower ones was real soothing to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me think. Was it
sleep kind of thing?
Was it on the punk rock tune? One?
No, it's not on the punk rock album. It was you played it on, I think, Thanksgiving during your live stream.
Oh.
So it'll be one of those songs. But you played a lot of like more mellow stuff that stream.
I played all my acoustic, a lot of my acoustic stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah. Excuse me. And yeah, that's what I got. I got an acoustic guitar. So
nice, man. Yeah. Dude, yeah, that's cool, man. I'll send you the chords and lyrics to some of my songs, whatever, whichever ones you want. That'd be cool, dude.
Absolutely.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody cover any of my songs. Well, there's a band here in Southern California. There's an Irish band called the American Wake, and they've done a couple of my bluegrass tunes. But they're
sweet.
But Robert, my fiddle player, the guy you see me playing fiddle with.
Yep.
He's in that band, so he's like, "Hey, I want to use this in my other.
Sure.
I want to use these in my other band." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
dog, come on, man."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that's cool. I don't mind. You know what I mean? I find it flattering when other people want to play my stuff, dude. That's awesome. And to be honest with you, it hasn't happened a lot, so that's cool with me, dude. Hey, learn it. I'm cool with it. I'm gonna learn a Growing Menace song, from Frank and Mario's band. So,
awesome. Hey, and I've got a song. I have one song. I wrote it. I wrote the lyrics. I wrote the melody. I didn't write the lead guitars bit. So I actually don't have that written down anywhere, or don't know how to play his little feature. But that's the only bit he added. But I have this other song, and it's this great sort of punk rock song. I'll have to show it to you one day. And I'm playing it super awkwardly on stage. Super awkward.
Sure.
Because it's the first time I was on stage and everything. One and only time I've ever been on stage. But actually, I wanted to ask you, because you do the human jukebox thing, and that's always super fun. But you're always playing, like No Effects and mainstream songs. But there's this one song that I think you would just love, and it's already sort of a cover. Have you ever heard of a Newfoundlander? He's a rapper. His name is. Oh, I just kicked my cat. I'm sorry, baby.
Oh no.
She was playing around my feet. His name is Donnie Dumfrey.
Donnie Dumfrey, huh?
Yeah, and he has this song called Cry Tunes. This is my cat. This is my baby. She's a menace. Her name is Kari. To the world.
Oh,
she likes
sweetheart.
To be famous. You'll see her on my streams for sure. She likes to jump in front of my camera.
Very cool.
Yeah. Okay, so the song called Cry Tunes, and if you listen to Donnie's version of it, it's not good. Because it's like Newfoundland rap, and it's awful. But there's a gentleman from my hometown here. His name is Jesse Stewart, and he's gotten a little bit of popularity on YouTube. And he put out an album. It's on iTunes. You guys can check it out. Not to plug somebody else here, but he does a version of Cry Tunes, and he calls it Cold Beer. And he plays it on a mandolin. And oh my God, it's so fast and it's so fun. He changes this rap to like this bluegrass, high energy guitar song, and it's real fun. I think your voice would match it perfectly. I'll send you the link, and if you like it and you feel like playing it, that would be great.
That sounds good, dude.
I'm gonna do it.
I love it, dude. I love it. Let's check out. Okay, so why don't you explain to everybody what the stuff on your channel is like? By the way, I have seen some of Jesse's videos.
Oh, so you know Jesse Stewart? All right, so fantastic.
Yeah. I've seen him playing mandolin and singing.
Yes,
I've seen his videos where he's like a punk rock. He's like this backwoodsy Punk rock motherfucker. In fact, you know the funny thing about when I saw him, he was the only person I think I've ever seen on YouTube that reminded me of me. That was like, this guy's raw. He just doesn't he just doesn't give a fuck. Like, he's just gonna belt it out and he doesn't care. And
exactly
his
right.
strumming, he's heavy-handed. He's heavy-handed like I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I'm like that too. I have to use a really thin guitar pick because I slam on my strings so freaking hard.
Yeah.
So I know that feeling.
But I mean, but yeah, you know, he's excellent. He's excellent. He's an extremely talented individual. But you know, I've seen Jesse's stuff before on YouTube. He's really good, actually.
So for my content there, like, just get back to your question there.
This
what I kind of want to do is I want to do
this
like,
smoothie, man. Woo.
Oh, yeah, what are you drinking?
It's a berry smoothie. It's like got like all kinds of like berries and apples and all this. Anyway, go ahead. So
I've got berry flavor in here.
You got rock vodka in that motherfucker, dude.
I got rock vodka. That's right. With local vodka. Local vodka.
There you go.
Not that I'm trying to plug or nothing.
Right.
So what I want to get into is I want to do like tutorial videos. I want to do
tutorials,
fun
small, short tutorials.
Creations. Yeah. There's my camera.
I like drink creations. I like that.
Yeah. So my first kind of initial idea is to do this series called the 12 Bottle Bar. And that sort of gets into the video I have planned next, which is my tools. So explain what kind of, my shaker, my spoons, my strainer, explain kind of how I use them all, and maybe even like use them while making a drink kind of thing. That'll be the next video. But then after that, this book here, the 12 Bottle Bar, gets into... she likes to climb all over all my stuff. This book gets into how to make your home bar with 3 bottles, 5 bottles, or ultimately 12 bottles. So I kind of want to do like a series that sort of follows along this as I'm reading it and as I'm picking up tips from it and whatnot.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
More after that, what I'd like to do is I'd like to get in maybe into TikTok a little bit or Instagram stories where I can make like
I like how you said that. You were like, I'm going to get into TikTok a little bit. Instagram stories. Like, you're like, it's a secret, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's a guilty pleasure, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something you should be doing. You're like, maybe I'm a little old for this shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I've got a couple friends who are like, single parents and kind of thing. And, when the kids are asleep and, they got a little booze, I'm going to grab my kid's juice box and make some drinks out of it, right? So I was thinking I can make like a little TikTok story where it's like, hey, kids asleep, got some vodka, got some apple juice.
That's funny.
Together. Whatever, right?
What kind of Capri Sun you got in that motherfucker?
That's exactly right. We got a Capri Sun. Stab. Pokes out the other end. Whoops.
Perfect. I know.
So
didn't you hate that, by the way?
Fun videos. And then in the future, get into more. Have you ever heard of it's a YouTube channel called How to Drink? Greg from that channel is, I don't want to say he's my inspiration, but he's definitely my inspiration.
Right.
And he's a little wacky, but he's always got stories for every drink that he's making, and his production quality is really good. So I'm sort of taking cues from him a little bit, what he's doing right now is he gets into these longer history of the drinks, history of the bartenders. That's always kind of fun. But I feel like I'm not going to get into that kind of stuff until maybe way later. Just trying to have some fun right now.
Nice, man. I like it, dude. Well, let's show everyone one of your tutorials. This one is the old-fashioned. Dude, that's a nice glass. Is that a gold rimmed glass?
It sure is. 14 karat.
Wait, actual real gold? No,
Actual
14 karat. No
14 karat.
shit, dude.
Rimmed. I picked them up for actually pretty cheap. I got them on sale. Got a set of 4. And what I did is a buddy of mine who sort of got me into scotch and bourbon and whatnot. I bought him a bottle of scotch, and I bought a set of 4, and I gave him 2 and the bottle of scotch, and then I kept 2 for myself.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, so on his bar at home, he's got the same 2 glasses.
I like that, dude. So
Yeah.
we can expect a couple videos from you from this month.
Yeah, absolutely. So gonna be filming this week, and then however long it takes me to edit, and then I'm gonna do a Christmas themed video. Send me your drink ideas for Christmas ideas. I have 1 or 2 in mind, but I'm hoping to get some like colorful, cinematic looking drinks going on.
So go to the so where do you want people to send those drink ideas to you?
That is a good question. I don't think I've set that up yet. How about my Twitter? It's the same as my Twitch, Captain Klumsy at Twitter.
That is right here. Captain Oh, nope. I thought it was the Klumsy Bartender. We got it as Klumsy Bartender here.
Oh, that's my Facebook. Yeah, maybe post something on my Facebook page. That's how do people communicate with you on the internet when you're a content creator? This is
right there in that corner, way up there, like ding, 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 ding on the other side of his head. You'll see the Captain Klumsy or the Klumsy Bartender at Facebook and Instagram, correct? And then it's Captain Klumsy at Twitter as well as Twitch.
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha. So your gaming handle's on Twitter too.
Yes. Not that I have anything on there yet. But
well, let's send everybody to Facebook. The Klumsy Bartender at Facebook and Klumsy Bartender on YouTube and Instagram. You guys send him your drink ideas for videos you guys want to see coming up here in the Christmas season, and then moving forward thereafter as well.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah, always interested to hear you guys' comments on what drink I should be making. I'm very indecisive, and while I have 1,000,001 drink ideas, or 10,000 drinks in this book, as it says right here, I always like hearing what people want me to, what they think they want me to see, what they see they think they want me to.
So tell me, okay, so have you invented any drinks yet?
Oh my gosh!
Do you have any signature drinks? Give me a couple of your favorite signature drinks, and can you tell us the recipe or no?
All
right, so give us like some of the lower tier recipes then. Not like don't give me like your top 2 or 3. Pick like number 8 or 9. So give us a good name and a solid.
I made this shot when I was working at a nightclub. It's green. Do I have it? Is this it? Boom. Okay, I didn't name it. Hi, kitty. I didn't name the drink. I asked the first customer who came in, to name it, and he was very uncreative. There used to be this time where the bar was open on Tuesdays. The nightclub was open on Tuesdays. Okay. I'm the only one working, DJing, security, and bartending all in one. And I made this drink, melon liqueur, and which I believe down in the States is Midori. This is Midori.
Midori, yeah.
So Midori.
It's Midori, Midori.
Midori. Yeah, we don't have it up here, so I don't really know. It's Midori and butter ripple schnapps and like a little bit of lime shaken up and served in a shot. And it's super sweet.
Oh, yeah, it sounds super damn sweet.
Very little alcohol content in it. You can drop a little bit.
You got the schnapps.
Yeah, you got the schnapps in there for the sugar content for sure. You can drop a little bit of spiced rum in it if you're feeling frisky. And when I asked the customer to name it for me, he named it the Tuesday Slut because it was a Tuesday. And then. So in order for me to make the drink, to name the drink in, I had to name it something else. So we named it the Thirsty Slut. Typical nightclub name, right? Thirsty Slut. It's pretty sweet. It's a good drink. I have another drink that I've been weary about putting online because it's blue, and it's kind of got this like stormy look, like almost like a stormy night.
Mm-hmm.
But the drink starts out as a porn star, which is a shot. It's blue
Okay.
curacao and red sourpuss. So it starts up as a porn star, but then I add some stuff to it, and it comes out this like nice like midnight storm color, right? And it was named the Stormy Daniels.
I like that.
And I was going if DT was reelected as president, I was going to make a drink video. But since he'll be out in 2 weeks, it's sort of an irrelevant point at this point. Not 2 weeks, sorry, 2 months. Yeah, it's just sort of irrelevant at this point. I don't think it'd be very popular, even though it's a tasty drink. What I'll probably end up doing is changing the name and then doing a video on it and something else.
All right, I'm gonna do.
It is quite tasty.
I love that, dude. So there was a drink I had back in the day at this little spot right around the corner here called Di Piazza's. And there was a bartender there, and he created this shot called the Pleasure and Pain, I think it
Pleasure
was.
and Pain.
And it
Okay.
was 2 shots, actually. It came as a shot and a chaser. And the shot itself was the first shot was the pain, and the next shot was the chase. Was the chaser, obviously, was the pleasure. And
Yeah,
it was the pain was half wild turkey and half.
Yeah.
And is that 101?
Wild turkey? I don't think it's 101.
Is that 151?
151 by Bacardi is real fucking rough.
So it's half that, half wild turkey.
Oof.
And
Yeah.
then the second one is half apple pucker and half 7-Up.
Oh, all right.
So
That's still not that pleasureful.
Nah,
The apple
but
sour.
it's terrible.
That's like a little smack in the face afterwards. Although some people.
Right.
We
He
had a
said
drink
all
up
those,
here.
some
It's,
people.
it's called the Red Dragon, and it's a 151 with red sourpuss, just as a straight up shot. And it was
Oof.
super popular. But now they don't make Bacardi 151 anymore, for good reason. And we can't make it. And there's other rums that are 151 proof, but it's not the same as Bacardi 151. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then there was this other shot called the Rocky Mountain Bearfucker, because we live in BC and we have the Rocky Mountains. And it's tequila, Fireball, and Bacardi 151.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Someone gave it to me in Alberta, and I was already way too far gone, and I shit you not, I puked all over the bartender.
Yo. That's wow,
And
yeah.
it was not nice. It was not a nice puke, and the bartender happened to be a bartender at a strip club, so she was wearing this like really sexy red lingerie, and I
Nice.
just all over.
Right on it. That's
Yeah,
amazing, dude.
and within a minute, bouncer on my shoulder, toss out the door.
Ah.
I get it. Yeah, I won't be back. I'm sorry.
Right. Dude, I have a all right, so check. Dude, that's amazing, dude. Every time that I had any one of those stories, I think I just like conveniently forgot.
Conveniently forgot. Yes.
You know what I'm saying about exactly the day. I don't remember what happened that night. I don't remember what happened that night.
Oh yeah, it must have been
I do remember one time a buddy of mine was gonna drive me home. Brian Morrison. B, if you hear this, yeah, you remember. We were on our way home from a buddy of mine's place, DG, and I was just super drunk, and I was like, dude, I can't drive. Will you drive my car home? And he was like, yeah, no problem. I'll drive your car back to your spot. So he's driving my car, and we're on the freeway. We're on the 405, and the 405 is it's giant. There's 5 or 6 lanes going each way, and
Sure.
and we're doing like 70 miles an hour on the 405, and the windows are all Like all of the windows were open, not just my window. You know what I mean? And I was like I was like, oh, bro, I don't think I'm gonna make it home. You know? And I leaned out the window and I puked out the window. But since all 4 windows were open, it like whipped back into the next window and just swirled around the car. So
That's awful. That's just the worst. The people in the back seat must have been so happy.
Wasn't nobody in the back seat, but
nobody in the back seat.
But my friend driving was just. I mean,
but
trust me, it was
detailing bill.
It was getting him enough, plenty. You know what I'm saying? Like it was getting him enough. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the cleaning was a monstrous undertaking over weeks of time. You know, it wasn't it wasn't like an instantaneous. Oh, we're gonna just hose this motherfucker out and it's done. You know.
Speaking of cleaning a car, this one time I was supposed to be going over to a party on Valentine's Day for us single folk. I brought a bottle of whiskey with me, and within like 20 minutes, my friend had like a big drama sesh with the girl, and he stormed off. As
happens.
As you do on Valentine's Day.
Sure.
When you're drinking. Right?
Sure, of course.
So I haven't even had to crack the whiskey bottle yet, and he fucks off. So I get in my car, I go try to find him, and I see him walking on the side of the road. I'm like, oh, there he is. Slam on my brakes. What I had forgotten is that I put the bottle of whiskey in the passenger seat beside me, and the bottle went forward and smashed all over the ground, all over my floor of the car. And whiskey everywhere.
Oh, no.
Okay, now I'm an idiot. And when I went to go try to clean it up to get that liquor smell out of my car, I used bleach. Don't do that. Don't do that. All up in the head and the alcohol and the bleach all mixing together and just... I'm an idiot.
Bad idea.
Bad idea.
Dang.
And then so I had this like weird like whiskey smell in my car.
Love you too, Sub. Take care, brother.
Just a blonde patch on my floor, because that's what Captain Klumsy does. Break shit.
Dude, wow, fuck. Hey, Captain Klumsy, bro, you earned the nickname, dude.
I sure do.
You know, even though you're not doing clumsy shit behind the bar. Maybe that's the moniker, is that it's like an ironic thing, like you're not clumsy.
Like,
that's why you're Captain Klumsy. You're clumsy, like perfect. It doesn't even fucking matter. Like if you accidentally drop something, you're so not clumsy. You're such a fucking ninja that you'll catch that shit before it hits the ground and somehow spin it behind your leg and like back up over your head and like it'll just end right in your hand pouring. Exactly, just like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be nice if that could happen on camera completely. That was all skill. Yep, definitely.
Exactly. So I got all right, so check this out. So I got some fun facts about cocktails and bartending for you.
Let's hear 'em.
Not sure if you knew these. Not sure if you knew these. So why do we toast? Let's go back in time. The ancient Romans used to drop a piece of toast into their wine for good health. They would put the toast in their fellow drinkers' wines too. And that's where the phrase to toast comes from.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
See, I always thought the toast came from what is it, Hamlet with the poison in the glass, and he goes around and he cheerses everybody and splashes his glass into the other piece's glass so that if his drink was poisoned, then everybody's drink is now poisoned,
right?
And then everybody dies. Isn't that where cheer? Maybe that's just the cheers.
Maybe that's the cheers part. I don't know. But I do know that the ancient Romans used to drop a piece of toast, according to this, into their wines, and their buddies' wines.
Ridiculously enough.
Throw bread. Just imagine, like, if you just were like walking around the party and being like, and you just like snuck by somebody's drink and toss a piece of toast in, was like, what's up?
Like if you ever go to Rocky Horror Picture Show on Halloween, they give you like little pieces of Melvin toast. Right. And you're supposed to like throw them at the screen and stuff.
Right.
Just I could just imagine that at a party. Yeah, just a little piece of Melvin nose bit.
Exactly. All right. Sing for your spirits. Having a sing in the shower starts your day off in the right way. But what do you think about singing to your drinks? Okay, it happens sometimes when you've had too many. Well, Hudson Bourbon play dubstep to their barrels, and Mozart Dark Chocolate Liqueur play Mozart to their casks. I have no idea what I just said. I literally have no idea what I just said. I've read that, and I was like, am I reading
Those are
like
words.
another
That's a word
language?
salad.
Like, what the fuck is happening here?
Somebody
Hudson
played
Bourbon play dubstep to their
dubstep
barrels.
to their barrels. Okay, no, I get it. Okay, so you're at like so you've got yourself a distillery. You've got all your aged bourbon
Oh,
just
my
chilling
God.
there, right? And you're just gonna just like a baby, you're just gonna play them some classical music so that they get they get that feeling in there.
I see. So
Yeah.
Hudson Bourbon plays dubstep to their barrels, and Mozart Dark Chocolate
Oh, the brand
Dark Chocolate
Hudson
Liqueur
Bourbon.
actually plays Mozart to their casks. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so like none of those were connecting properly for me. Like as I was reading it, I don't know what the fuck is going on in my brain right now.
Just words.
That just
It's word
didn't. It was
salad.
just literally like Alan Partridge, like talking like just saying random shit. Like anyway, dude, that's crazy, dude. Like.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
people
I
sing
can
to
see
it.
it.
Yeah, dude. All right. So
For sure.
the three
That's
sip.
what makes whiskey so good. It's that extra.
So when you
it's that
buy
extra singing note.
when you buy a bottle of liquor out there, everybody, make sure you sing to it a little bit before you take a drink. And
Yeah.
when you pour a glass, sing to that glass itself specifically. Tell it you love it.
Sure. Absolutely.
The 3-sip rule. Did you know that in Texas, USA, there is a state law that prohibits you from having more than 3 sips of beer whilst standing? Whilst standing. Okay.
Whilst.
I guess. Wait. That's crazy. That in Texas, USA, there's a state law that prohibits you from having more than 3 sips of beer whilst standing. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, dude.
Does that mean that they don't have any like standing room only bars? Right? Like that's like so you can't be like at a nightclub dancing and then hold your drink and take 3 sips?
So in California, there's a tons of bars where you can like walk around and like you can like there's a tons of bars with no chairs. And
Oh,
they
sure,
just
yeah.
have these like small like cocktail tables everywhere where you can like walk up and set your drink down and stand.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you
So
don't
that the chairs
there's
don't get in
not
the way, you're not tripping over them.
yeah,
'cause
there's
that
not
happens all the
chairs
time.
exactly.
Mhm.
That's crazy, dude. All right.
I'm always thinking about that when you know I'm envisioning my future bar and the layout that I want. I'm always thinking about the kinds of tables and like where to put them for functionality and flow kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Listen to John Taffer. He
Oh,
tells
yeah.
you
Bar Rescue.
Absolutely, great show, fantastic show.
My buddy's bar was on there. A couple of bars right in my area was on there, and I played at this bar for a really long time called Suravello's right here in Long Beach,
Right.
and John Taffer and Bar Rescue came through there. I got to tell you a story about that actually. John Taffer fucked that place up because I was a big fan of Bar Rescue, and I saw what they did to that place and it was pretty fucked up, to be completely honest with you. It was like they kind of put like a nice facade up and left.
Yeah, for the TV show for sure.
But bro, like they literally like tore door handles off of like out of like the back rooms of these places, like the crew did, and didn't replace them. I mean, I couldn't even get in to get the music equipment. They just took so much stuff like off the wall. I mean, they didn't like there was no like helping them dispose like nothing. They
They
just
just kind of did everything for you.
and
for
yeah,
them.
and that's fine. That's cool, but it was weird. Like, I mean, it looked good. I mean, but it was only in one room of that place. They had a whole nother big room that had nothing done to it. So one room was only the walls looked good. Everything else was exactly the same. Like, I'm not fucking knocking the actual.
No, it's just.
I'm just saying that the
TV show
production
aspect of it just sort of like did more harm than good.
Dude, they fucked that place up, bro. Like I couldn't go in and get the music equipment. Some of the music equipment was broken. Some of the door handles were literally torn off. Like you think that if you go into a place to like revive the business, you're not gonna leave there after tearing door handles off and not replacing them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Well, you hear all kinds of
minimal shit.
horror
You know what I'm
stories
saying?
about that.
So I mean, but I was a big fan of the show for a long time. But you know what I mean, I saw the aftermath.
I read
I
his
was like,
book,
what the fuck?
and I watched the show for a really long time as well. And but reading the book, I got kind of like this feeling of, okay, this is definitely a facade of at least to some degree. although I did learn a little bit about how the show is created by reading the book. They say that they tell three different bars when they're coming to the town. They say that you
Yeah,
might
you
be
might be
one
the
of the
bar,
ones.
right?
Yeah. So and then so they put up the hidden cameras, and then after a day of the hidden cameras being there, they forget that they're there, and they just go back to acting like they, because
Normal,
they
right?
don't think they're the ones who are getting it, which is kind of interesting. Because that's exactly how a lot of people would sort of
Right.
exactly that's how they would act in that situation. I tried to get him to come up to do our bar so many times, but I got one response back from his team saying that they don't come up to Canada. That's what I got. That was the answer that I got. And I was like, can we get a Canadian version going? My
Right.
bar needs help.
Right. And my bar needs help. All right, check this out. Did you know that the first cocktail shakers were actually shaped like penguins?
I did not know that. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I need
dude.
one.
All right. Just
If someone finds me one,
old school,
send it to
dog.
me.
Look on eBay. I'm sure you can find one, dude.
I'm sure.
All right, check this out. How many margaritas do you think you could drink an hour?
One
One margarita.
legally.
How many margaritas do you think are drunk every single hour in the United States?
17,605,000.
You overshot that by a sight.
A little bit.
A little bit, dude. So, all right. So just to put things into perspective here, there's 340 million people in the United States, roughly.
Yes.
So
Roughly.
17 million margaritas per hour.
Yeah. That's a lot. Yeah. Because you got
Well, I mean,
Mexico
what's
right
what's 20 million people is like just a little less than 10% of the nation. So you'd
yeah.
say
You
10%
think 10%
of the
of the population
nation
is drinking a margarita
at
every hour?
every hour.
Clearly, clearly, they're not watching my channel.
Right. I think they're all missing out. The 17 million people are missing out sorely. All right. So, but no, it's 185,000 margaritas are drunk every single
That
hour
is
in the
still
United
a
States.
significant amount.
A significant amount, I know, dude. And
A lot of
hey,
tequila.
that's apparently the most popular cocktail in the United States. All right.
Captain Eddie, you missed that. That was great.
Right. All right.
I almost dropped the bottle of tequila.
I did miss that. Holy shit! But hey, the clumsy bartender strikes again and catches it in in true fashion. All right, so check this out. Ernest Raymond Beaumont Gant is commonly recognized as the founding father of tiki bars and cocktails, including the Zombie. In
Good
1930,
drink.
in 1933, he opened a small bar in Hollywood called Don the Beachcombers. The bar was influenced. Oh, that's a huge thing here in Southern California. The bar was influenced and decorated with objects Ernest had found on his travels throughout the South Pacific. The bar became an instant hit, not only with the locals, but also with celebrities like Charlie Chaplin. Ernest eventually decided to legally change his name to Don Beach, which demonstrated his love for his bar and everything tiki. That's pretty gnarly, dude. That's cool as shit, dude.
That is gnarly.
That's cool, dude. All right.
To have that kind of legacy. Goals.
So, did you know that you're not allowed to use the word refreshing in any advertisement for any alcoholic beverage?
I could believe that for sure.
That's
like
crazy to me, dude, because Jägermeister is extremely refresh. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's like after I go for a run, just
Right, yeah, exactly.
a couple ounces of Jaeger refreshes me right up.
Exactly. Yeah, right. All right.
First time I ever had Red Bull was down in the States. Actually, I was heading down
Oh,
to
really?
Seattle. Dad's a truck driver, so I was going down with him.
Vodka Red Bull or what?
No, it was just a Red Bull. I was 14.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
But
go.
this was back when Red Bull was illegal in Canada.
Illegal.
Illegal. It was illegal in Canada for the longest time because it gave you wings. You know, we were scared of wings. We didn't want to fly. We're scared of heights.
There you go.
Canadians. No, I'm kidding. And so anyway, I'm driving down the what's the main road going down to Seattle? The big highway, the 4 or 5. something 05. Isn't
405.
it? 405, is that the one that goes all the way down from California, goes all the way up to Seattle?
That's the 5.
The 5. Yeah. Okay. So we're on that. And we stopped at this like little truck stop in Blaine, Washington. I saw the Red Bull, the little tiny can, and I'm like, oh my God, it's the thing from the TV, the wings. I gotta have it. So I grabbed it and cracked it. We're drinking down the. I'm not drinking. We're heading down the 5, and I crack it open, take a sip, and fucking just smacks me in the face. I was like, oh my God, this is disgusting.
You're like, I have to run with the car.
That's right. I'm 14 years old, never had an energy drink before in my life. And it wasn't even just the energy from like the taurine and the ginseng and stuff in it or whatever else is in it. But it was just like the straight up bitterness of it. Just
Sure.
I was kind of like dozing off.
And then you're up for the next 8 days straight, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Running around the fucking truck when we finally stopped.
Like, Dad, can I get out? He's like, we're going 70. He's like, I'll beat you there.
And it wasn't until it got legal in Canada, and then I'm up at the nightclub, and then I had a Jaeger bomb. That was the next time that I had
Yeah, there
Red
you
Bull
go.
again after that first moment, because I was so traumatized from it. Oh my God.
Oh, for sure. I
But
remember I had,
Jaeger bombs are probably the most popular shot,
Bro,
at least in my small town.
I remember when I had my first Red Bull, I had my first Red Bull too when I was like 20. I didn't want to try those. Dude, I swear, bro. I was playing a show at this place called Chain Reaction in Anaheim. It was like this all ages venue. They didn't serve alcohol at. I don't know if they do. I don't. It's closed now, so no, it's a moot fucking point.
Right.
Anyway, so I was playing there with a band called 8 Count, and my guitar player Mike was like, "Hey, drink this before we go on. Like, it'll give you lots of energy."
Yeah, pump you right up.
So I was like, "All right, cool." So I drank it like right before we go on, and like I drank it like 10, 15 minutes before we went on, and like as soon as right before we were gonna go on, like I literally felt like I was gonna have a heart attack. I was like. I couldn't even, I was like, what's happening to me? I was like,
Jesus.
I guess like, fucking.
Just death in a can is what that is.
Dude, it was the worst. It was one of the worst experiences ever.
Yeah, and then you're on stage and you're just like jittering. You're like,
I
couldn't nervous.
Couldn't
Kinda
sing.
like
I was just fucking. It was a punk band. I didn't play guitar for this band, so I just sang. So luckily, I was able to like get some of the energy out by just singing and just like yelling around. Yeah, exactly, running around and shit. So it was
my car.
It was pretty intense,
when I got too much
dude.
energy, I'll just scream to my steering wheel, you know.
Right, exactly. Dude, I ended up jumping off the stage at the end of that show with the last song of that show and breaking my foot. I like jumped into the pit, and the stage is really tall at Chain Reaction, like really fucking tall.
Okay.
And I jumped into the crowd, like over a couple rows into the pit, and when I did, like the lights were the flickering, and they kind of went dark right around the time that I should have been landing. And my depth perception wasn't there with all the flickering lights.
When you misjudged the thing,
I misjudged
you went to brace yourself.
Right,
and you
exactly. And I just smacked on the ground, kind of without having like any brace, and I snapped one of the bones on the instep of my right foot, which I still haven't had set to this day. Which every time it comes around, it's just sore as fuck.
Yeah.
And so Red Bull didn't give me wings. Red Bull gave me a broken foot. Yeah, but it's all good. Hey, whatever.
Whatever, it's right.
So, but yeah, snapped my foot, and I had to cut my shoe off. That was fun.
So where'd your shoe go? It's one piece of it's over there, and one piece of it's over there.
Dude, that was not fun, dude. But hey, it is what it is, and like I said, Red Bull gives you wings. I guess I guess that's the moral of the story.
True story.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me give you one more of these facts real quick here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on out of here. Check this out. There are an estimated. I'm gonna ask you to guess.
Okay.
Give me another guess. How many?
No, 17 million guesses here. Okay.
You can guess as many as you like here.
Okay.
How many bubbles are there estimated to be in every bottle of champagne?
how many bubbles in a bottle of champagne? How do you even begin to measure that? Okay, hang on. Let's see if I can answer this with physics. Something to do with PSI. You know what? I'm going to go
Yeah,
on the
it
million.
does actually have something to do with pressure. Actually,
Okay. So what do I know about champagne bottles? I do know that originally they would store them upside down with the corks in them, and it was the storing of them being upside down is what gave them their carbonation, which was really kind of cool. Okay, I'm gonna go with 14,605,000.
okay, so closer than
Less than the
closer
amount of
than
people who are drinking margaritas.
it was closer than 1 when you said 1 million. It's 49 million bubbles in every bottle of champagne.
That's so many bubbles.
Dude, each bottle
How do they measure that?
Each bottle has 3 times more pressure than a car tire.
Wow. Yeah, I can believe that. Have you seen the knife trick? The saber trick? Where you get the bottle like this, and then you slice off the top?
Of course.
Again, Greg from How to Drink does a whole video on how to do it. There's like a weak spot in the seam. Everywhere else is perfectly stable, but right at the seam, if you were to take anything, bottle opener, this is going to be too small, but and you just bang it at that one soft spot.
It'll knock out of there.
And then the pressure from inside will blow everything out, and so you won't get any glass in your actual champagne.
Nice.
Super cool. I'd like to try it, but knowing Captain Klumsy, he'll chop off his hand or something.
All right, I'm gonna.
And then I'm
all
Jamie
right.
Lannister over here.
I'm gonna ask you one more question, and you got to give me. And there's a very practical reason to this.
Okay.
Why are Jack Daniel's bottles square?
Storage.
No.
I don't know.
As well as being original and standing out from other bourbon bottles, the square bottles do not roll about and smash when being transported. And they've been that way since 1895.
Yeah. That's what I meant by when I said storage. They stack nicely together.
Transportation.
Transportation. Absolutely, that totally makes sense. And you can get more volume in it than, say, a cylinder. I think that's how the physics works. Don't quote me. Don't at me.
Don't at me on that, bro. All right, my dude, let's get out of here, my man. It was so wonderful having you today, Aaron. The Clumsy Bartender from YouTube. Check him out on Twitch as Captain Clumsy, YouTube as the Clumsy Bartender. He's going to be having a lot of different content for you guys up and coming. You guys want to learn how to make some drinks, you guys want to get in with Aaron, shoot him some ideas for some of the drinks you want to see get made, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care. Thank you, guys. Love you guys. And remember, guys, good things happen when you take the time to listen. Thank you guys very much. See you guys next time on Listening Room. Thanks for being a part of the Listening Room tonight. My name is Eddie Booze. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and give the video a like. We'll see you guys every Monday through Friday right here at 6:30. Take care.